One of the biggest wins, I think, of the round, Mike, was that of Fremantle. The Fremantle Dockers have been cooked right around the nation. And I think we saw two performances that were outstanding. One from David Mundy, who I think has been in the pressure cooker.
You can take the credit for that.
Well, I think he's been poor for a month.
Yeah,
and I think
you've told everyone, yeah.
Everybody faces a time in their career whether they become a really good player or they just become an average player. And I think this weekend may have been one of those weekends for David Mundy where he elevated himself, and another one was the best player they've got down there.
Yeah, Matthew Pavlich was terrific, Jared. I've played him a lot early on in his career, and back 2002, 2003, I played a couple of games against him. He really towered me up. I thought then he was destined to be the best player in the competition. A big call, and I think he should be. I think with his body size and all the skills, you put him around the ball, and he's up there with Ablett and those guys at his best.
You said at the start of the year when we did our list, both did our lists, you didn't have him in your top 10. Now, if you think he should be in the best player in the competition, should he have not earned a spot in that 10?
Because he wasn't playing at that level. He wasn't there.
No, this is pre-season we did those lists.
Yeah, but if he's not playing, he's not putting himself. But the way he played on the weekend, where he put himself in the contest, he was right in the middle. His body size, when he's around the ball, you can't get to that ball because he's so strong. And this is what he does. He runs and he delivers and kicks the big goals.
But that's never been an issue, Jimmy. That's never been an issue that he can do all those things. It's him putting them together.
He hasn't done it for the last 4 weeks.
So the question is, do you think he should be the best player in the game?
I think he's got the talent to be the best player in the game, yeah.
To be the best player, does he have to be in the middle so he can use it, given that that side is yet to have enough good midfielders to pump it into him often enough?
Shouldn't second-guess the coaches because they know their players better. But I don't think, as you said, the ball's going to come down to him enough at the moment for him to have the influence on the game. He needs to have to be that sort of player.
Sadly, bad news coming out of Fremantle. The only downer on that victory was Reece Palmer, who was suspected to have a minor knee injury, as we believe got an ACL and is going to be missing for the rest of the season.
It looked bad early, and then he got up, and it looked like it might have been a false alarm, but that's terrible news for him after such a great year last year.
Yeah, terrible for any player to have an ACL, and especially when you're young and you're starting on your career.
Did some investigation into the Dockers. I wanted to know what was said, who said it, and yet the reports coming back, it just happened. How can that be?
Well, it can. I mean, it can happen because the players just say enough's enough. I'm not going to put up with that anymore. And a lot of those sort of games, I reckon, come out of the players because in the coach can say so much, and the coach is stuck by his players. But as a team, you sit there and you go, oh, what am I here for? Am I here to actually play footy and get beaten? Am I here to just have a crack? And you'd much rather just have a go and see what happens. And
so it's the same with the Tigers? You read it the same way? That they just said, we're sick of this? We're sick of being the laughing stock?
Yeah, I mean, the Tigers, I don't think was as impressive as Fremantle. I think Fremantle are more impressive. But comes a time in your career, in your year, where you say, well, playing AFL football's great, but there's no point playing and losing.
They beat the Swans at their own contested ball. I think as a tribute to Fremantle, I think they put on a fair bit of pressure, but I think Fremantle actually absorbed it and gave a bit back.
Good on them. I mean, we have whacked them a lot, so good on them.
It's a fantastic victory.
Yeah, and well done to Mark Harvey getting his team up, Mike, after we whacked him.
Yes, Jimmy, after we did.
Well,
Time for a break.